long Halloween.
I believe in Gotham City. I only came here tonight out of respect for my parents who knew your family. Your father was more than just a friend to my father, Bruce. That was a long time ago.
Everything around me is a lie. Carmine, the Roman Falcone. Gotham City's untouchable crime lord is throwing a society wedding for his nephew, Johnny Viti. It seems like only yesterday when the Roman tried to get a hired knife slid between his nephew's ribs. Johnny was going to tell everything he knew about the Roman to the grand jury. Extortion, corruption, murder, all of it. But Johnny never testified. He's getting married instead, with the Roman paying for it. All of it.
And now you have so many new friends, Mr. Falcone. So many wealthy, influential friends. Isn't that Richard Daniel out there? I'm a very lucky man. Richard tells me the Gotham City Bank is open to the idea of doing business with Falcone Imports. I'm counting on you, Bruce, to be as accommodating. Don't. I won't vote for or influence the board on your behalf, regardless of whatever position you've gotten Richard to take. That's disappointing. Enjoy the rest of the party, Bruce. Try the cannoli. I had them flown in from Italy. Fresh. Life is made up of little disappointments, Mr. Falcone. It's what makes what we do so, challenging.
Yeah, perhaps I could encourage Wayne like the others.
I don't think that'll be necessary, Milos. Richard assures me we have enough votes. Although, Bruce Wayne certainly would have cinched it for us.
Need any help?
I went looking for the washroom, and I guess I got turned around. Too much champagne'll do that, you know?
Alberto Falcone, Harvard MBA, Oxford Rhodes Scholar, the good son.
Down the hall to your right, Mr. Wayne.
Very special night. Particularly the cannoli.
I have but one heart. This
Time to go to work. It's late.
It's hot. Even for June. Years from now, when people are talking about the weather, they'll say, it's hot. But not as hot as the night Johnny Viti got married.
Hello, Selina.
Care to dance, Bruce?
I can cling to. You are the one dream.
Johnny! Johnny!
I pray
Come over here.
Yes, Mama?
Tell your mama about that big fella.
my
The handsome one.
till I saw
Dancing with that woman.
Him? That's Bruce Wayne, Mama. His old man and Uncle Carmine used to be pals or something.
before you.
So, that's Bruce Wayne.
You want I should make him say hello or something, Mama?
Selina Kyle. Suddenly, leaving has lost its urgency.
My life I live for.
Just look at my sister out there. Smiling like the cat about to eat the canary. If anything ever happens to me, Alberto, you don't have to look any further than your Aunt Carla in Chicago.
Don't talk like that, Pop. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Although, you should know I saw Bruce Wayne snooping around outside and
Alberto. Good-looking boy like yourself should be chasing after some nice pretty girl in the wedding, not worrying about things that don't concern you.
But I want to help. I want to be
Mr.
able
Falcone?
You might want to have a look at this.
Dent.
Yes, sir. Garage, level B.
You know, Harvey, if you had any sense at all, which you don't, you'd be at home with the fan on and a bottle of beer. But no, you've got to spend the hottest night of the year in the parking garage, writing down license plates for all the hoodoos in this cesspool of a...
Sticking your nose in again, Dent, where it isn't welcome. One of these days you'll stick it in too far and... That pretty wife of yours?
Harvey, are you alright? Harvey, are you alright? Harvey, are you alright? Miss Kyle and I were just leaving when luckily we heard you.
Hope I didn't spoil your evening.
I guess that's the same as thanks for making sure I didn't need help.
No, really. You society types go ahead and do whatever it is you do when you're doing it. The rest of us will take care of what needs to be done.
And what needs to be done?
You wouldn't understand, Wayne. Good night, Miss Kyle. And, thanks for making sure I didn't need help.
Friend of yours?
I've contributed to his campaign for district attorney. I believe in Harvey Dent.
In this city? That's saying something. So, Bruce, have any plans for the rest of the evening?
I apologize, Selina, but it is late, even for me.
Your loss.
Of course I know how late it is, Barbara. I'm packing up now. Yeah, I love you too, dear. No, that's okay. Let the boy go to sleep.
Captain Gordon?
Who? Harvey? You look like you've been hit by a truck.
Got anything to drink, Jimbo? I could really use a drink. I, went over to the Falcone wedding. Guess I wasn't on the guest list.
Harvey, we've talked about this. We've talked about taking needless
chances. And Falcone has us outmanned, outgunned, outclassed. How are we ever going to bring him down?
I have a friend who wants to help.
Earlier in the evening, I saw a safe in Falcone's study.
Bene. Now, if everyone could just move in a little closer.
And while it would be improper for Bruce Wayne to examine its contents,
Bene, a little closer, please.
there is an alternative.
Closer.
I was wondering who left the window open. Catwoman, this isn't the first time our paths have crossed inside this penthouse. Is there a connection?
I don't have time for this!
My business here this evening does not involve you.
Funny. I don't believe you.
You should.
Then let go of me!
Take them down!
Now look at what you've done!
Enough!
In my own home, where my children sleep, on my nephew's wedding day! Milos, my most trusted friend, surely you have an explanation.
Catwoman and Batman. Ha ha ha. You know, there was a time, Carmine, when this would have never, ever happened. You're not getting too old, are you?
Salvatore the Boss Maroni, the Roman's chief rival for control of Gotham City.
Milos, get Mr. Maroni here a drink. The rest of you, spread the word. $1 million for each of them. The bat or the cat.
She is quite good at this, although she treats it like a game.
For a man who claimed to have no business with me, you certainly are going out of your way to have business with me.
This is not a game.
Catwoman! What were you doing at Falcone's?
Nope. That would be telling. And the last thing that I would want to do is make it easy for you.
Catwoman!
Gone. I wonder if it's true what they say about having 9 lives. After tonight, she is going to need all of them.
How much longer?
As long as it takes.
Ah. Must be hell in a marriage.
Barbara understands. Why? You and Gilda having problems?
It's nothing that can't be handled. Suppose we wait here all night and he doesn't show up.
Gentlemen. District Attorney Harvey Dent, this is...
Bats?
Dent. Well, I don't have to be a detective to see you two already know each other.
I've come to appreciate our mutual friend, and how he crosses a line we, can't.
It's still a line.
And people who live in glass houses shouldn't blah blah blah.
Given the lateness of the hour, the condition of your clothes, Dent, you've both been working the Roman case again.
The Roman. The man's name is Carmine Falcone. He's just a man like any other. Except he puts himself above the law.
That doesn't mean he is.
Oh, really? Then go arrest him, Captain. I've got files full of unsolved robberies, hijacking, murders, with his name all over them. His money will buy the witnesses, the cops, the judges. In what way isn't the Roman above the law?
We can talk around it, but we know what needs to be done.
I want to be clear on this. In our zeal to bring Falcone to justice, I'll let you bend the rules, but we cannot break them. Otherwise, how are we different from him? Of course.
I made a promise on the grave of my slain parents.
Bats?
Batman, I have to have your word.
I would not rest until Gotham City was washed clean of the evil that took their lives. There could be no compromises. And yet... agreed.
Gone.
He does that. Annoying, isn't it? You know, there was a time when I suspected you were the bad man.
Sorry. I'm quite happy with who I am. Wait. Was that here before?
No. Batman must have left it.
It's... the Romans. How...
Don't ask. Harvey, this is a ledger with dates and dollar amounts.
I believe in Jim Gordon.
July, the monthly board meeting of the Gotham City Bank.
Everyone in this room knows where the Falcone family comes from. Gambling, racketeering, drugs. For us to even consider doing business with them is...
Bruce. You're making some pretty wild accusations about Carmine Falcone. I only know the man to be in the importing and exporting of Italian shoes. I've even got a pair of them on right now, and they're extremely comfortable.
I agree with Richard, Bruce. Business is business, and this bank could use the millions Falcone Imports wants to bring here. Dirty money that he wants to launder here. I will not, cannot allow this to happen.
Somewhere in this city, I know the Roman is smiling. Richard Daniels' penthouse, far more luxurious than one could afford on a bank president's salary.
Darling, hurry along. The reservation is in half an hour.
Richard Daniel? The Falcone money. Keep it out of the bank.
Morte! I want this little bank rat dead.
I warned you, Falcone. Ever since Richard Daniel resigned, no bank in Gotham will touch us. My family alone has millions sitting in the...
Shut up, Maroney. You're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Carmine, we're getting choked here. The other families are looking at you sideways. New York, Metropolis, and Chicago.
Pop, there might be a way to...
Alberto, please, we're talking business. Carla, where's that nephew of mine? 2 months this kid's been in Italy on honeymoon. I want Johnny here now.
September.
What do you say, darling? Why don't we get out of Gotham City for a while? Take a little place in Paris.
Richard, are you serious? Paris in the autumn, how romantic.
Richard Daniel. Yes?
Somewhere in this city, I know the Roman is laughing.
All I'm saying, Barbara, is that I'm sorry we didn't get to go away all summer. But now that it's September and it's cooling off, maybe we'll see a drop in the crime rate and... Get that, will you?
Why? We both know it's for you. Nobody ever calls for me.
Barbara? Gordon here. Oh, dear Lord. No, I'll call Harvey.
Harvey? Harvey, are you down there?
What's up?
Jim Gordon just called. Richard Daniel has been murdered. I'm scared, Harvey. I'm scared some night that phone is going to ring and it'll be someone calling to tell me that you...
Shh, Gilda. Shh.
Two shots to the head. You ask me, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
District Attorney Dent! I don't want to hear that talk coming from you, either publicly or privately.
If we can... Let's not lose focus here. A .22 caliber handgun was left at the scene. The handle taped, the serial number filed off, leaving the gun a stone-cold trail like the killer wanted. A professional, or somebody who knew what they were doing. The baby bottle nipple for a silencer. Cheap, but effective.
And don't forget the pumpkin. Happy Halloween, Johnny Viti. Bang! You're dead. Who has the stones to whack Falcone's nephew? Maroni, maybe? Carla Viti out to start a gang war?
You don't think she'd kill her own son, do you, Batman? Batman?
I think he left.
We were in the middle of a conversation. Where would he be off to now?
Curious.
And curiosity killed the cat.
But satisfaction brought her back.
I was wondering where you'd been.
In case you haven't heard, Falcone has $1 million bounty on my head.
Mine, too.
Yes, well, I'm not you.
You knew I'd see you spying on us. What is it you want this time?
I don't want to help, but I might be able to be helpful.
And in return?
Maybe someday I'll need help, and you can return the favor.
No promises.
I'll take that chance. Now listen carefully.
Halloween night in Gotham City.
This better pay off. I promised Gilda I'd hand out candy to the neighborhood kids. Why would Catwoman help us?
I'm not sure. Other than it's in her interest if the Roman's attention is focused elsewhere.
Well, if she's right, we're about to give Falcone 10 or 20 million other things to think about.
Follow the money. That's how Catwoman began. Seems Falcone hasn't been able to launder his cash for a while now. He's been forced to stockpile it.
Oh boy. You know, if we were two other guys, in a room full of untraceable cash,
We are not.
Yeah, but I was just thinking how easy...
Don't.
Okay, then. We've been trying to hurt Falcone. Human life means nothing to him, but this is gonna be a Halloween he isn't going to forget. Think we used enough gasoline there, Bats?
Somewhere in the city, the Roman isn't laughing anymore.
Trick or treat!
You guys get plenty of candy?
Sure did.
Thank you. There's a smile I haven't seen in a while. Somebody have a good day?
This was a night to remember, Mrs. Dent.
Good. I was kind of hoping we could make it a night we'd remember too, Mr. Dent.
Let me just open the mail and... What's this package?
I don't know, Harv. It came for you about an hour ago.
Do it.